So thank you for joining me. This morning we're going to go to a quick little sort of character design session. Again, 3 or 4 people have requested this particular drawing session, and this is how to draw cartoon monkeys. Hi Carol, hi Karen, hi Mark. Thanks for joining us, guys. Anybody else watching? Thank you very much for joining. Okay, cartoon monkeys. They're a pretty simple thing to draw. As with a lot of the other things that I've been showing you how to draw, it's about identifying the things that make it look like a monkey. And there's normally 2 or 3 little elements that make an animal or a character look a particular way. And the rest of the stuff you can exaggerate, you can make bigger, bolder, brighter, you can play about with it a bit to come up with all these cool characters. As long as you get those core elements down, then your character is going to look like, in this case, a monkey. So first off, we need to get kind of the shape of the head right. So we're going to start off with a circle on a piece of paper. Again, don't worry too much about making this overly neat. And then we want this area, sort of the mouth, the lower face area, to be bigger on this monkey. So we're going to draw that in around here. And this gives us a starting point for getting the shape of our monkey's head. Morning Sheila, thanks for joining us. Now from this basic shape, we're just going to add in a couple of lines just to define the shape of the head a little bit more. Okay, so we've got a slightly narrow at the top, coming out a little bit wider. Then on either side, we're going to put in some quite big ears. Now on this one, quite high up, we want the nose. So the thing that's a little bit different from when we're drawing a person's face is I showed you the half rule a few days ago, and that's dividing the shape up into half, half, half again to have the eyes roughly sort of halfway between the top of the head and the bottom. When you're drawing monkeys, it's a little bit different. The nose is a bit higher, the eyes are a little bit higher as well. So our nose is around about the middle, and we're just going to draw in a couple of nostrils and a couple of bits over the top, and that will give you your monkey's nose. Now we want a big sort of line down there, and then I'm going to put some eyes in. So let's make these eyes nice and big and round top here, and do some pupils in the middle to leave a little shine on the pupils. Again, if you've been watching my lessons for the last sort of couple of weeks, see that little shine brings your character's eyes to life a little bit more. That's because eyes are wet. That's how you blink and look around. If your eyes were dry, they wouldn't work. Because they're wet, they pick up the light. It might be from the window, it might be from a desk lamp, and your eyes shine. So leaving that little white dot on your pupils makes your eyes shine and brings them to life just a little bit more. Now we've got kind of the main layout of your monkey's head. Now the important thing when you're drawing monkeys is the way the hair and the fur fits onto the face, and that's the most important part of your monkey. So they don't have a hairline like we do, or a receding hairline like some of us. They have hair that kind of goes around onto the face. So if you look as we go around the eyes here, a little line, and then we want to bring it in over the cheek there. And that is actually where our hair is going to go. So if we give this guy a little hairstyle, give him a little jagged hairstyle at the top, kind of cute. Now our hair actually extends onto the top of the ears as well. So a couple of little lines there to get some depth to the ears. And now I'm very quickly going to just shade in these bits, and you'll see how the monkey's face starts to appear, because it's this shape around the face, around the brows, around the cheeks, and the hair extending over to the top of the ears that gives you your monkey, really. Very simple ears on this one. Again, a little archway curving outwards, a little bit on the inside, archway curving outwards, a little bit on the inside. That's enough for the ears. You can stick a little bit of shading if you want to. It's kind of up to you. We're going to give this guy sort of a typical sort of monkey face. Now there's different ways you can do this. Again, if you've watched some of the other lessons I've been teaching, how to do different cartoon expressions, you can do any expression really. But what works really well when you're drawing sort of chimps like this is quite a small mouth. Let's go for a little open mouth like that, and draw his lip underneath. And again, if you've been watching some of my other drawing sessions, when you're drawing a person, the head is around about the same thickness as the neck. Your neck is actually really strong to hold your head up. That's not what we're going for this one. We're going for like an exaggerated cartoon chimp. So we want a thinner neck coming down. Let's put our shoulders in there. And again, let's just shade that in. So we've got a little bit of fur on the body. And you have your cartoon chimp. Let's draw another one down here, just at a slightly different angle. So using the same idea. Circle first of all. And then we want this snout area really. But we're going to move it off to the side ever so slightly. And this gives us our monkey that's kind of looking off to the side a little bit. So we still need these big ears out the side. We still need the nose up here. So we're going to go for the nostrils. The top of the nostrils there. You can put a little bit on the top of the nose if you want to. You don't need to. A long line down to where the mouth is. This time we're going to go for, let's go for some big surprised eyes again on this. We'll keep it pretty similar to this one, just looking off to the side a little bit. Got a nice, bright, open pupils. Then again, this is about using these shapes that we've drawn to guide us as to where this sort of hairline goes really. It's around the top of the eyes there. Coming down to the side of the cheek. Side of the cheek again. Remember, you want the top of your ears to also be hairy. This guy, let's give him that little tuft again. And we're keeping it quite similar to this one, just looking off to the side. A little archway out, a little lump, archway out, a little lump. This time, let's give him a little downwards facing mouth. And he's got his nice long thin neck again. And then it's just a case of shading in the fur. Obviously if you're adding colour, you might use a shade of brown for this, then a lighter shade of brown for the face. And you have your monkey sort of looking off to the side. But it's about getting those little sort of basic shapes to begin with. Now you can then start to exaggerate things a little bit. So we start off with the circle again. Kyle, thanks very much. Glad you're enjoying the lessons. Thanks for joining us again. Again, let's put down the bottom of the mouth, but this time we're going to go for something much bigger. Okay, still this top of the head and the bigger sort of jutting jawline. But this time we're going to use this to give us a much more exaggerated sort of face. Still want our big ear on, big ears on the side. Using this line here, the same as here, this is where our nose goes. So we want our nostrils right down to the front of the mouth. Again, let's go for that typical sort of expression there. You can start if you want to. So let's have a look. Let's put a couple of eyes in. Now, if you want to, you can add eyebrows to make your character even more expressive. The key again is to use those areas to show you where to have your hairline. It's this hairline that kind of comes down just over the eyes, down the side of the face, and around the cheek that creates your monkey. Creates your sort of chimpanzee in this case. So there we go. Very quickly in there. This time we'll do little hunched up shoulders. So you got your monkey with a kind of slightly longer face. And this is really the key. The big ears and the shape around the face and the bigger sort of chin and cheeks. gives you the look of your monkey. Now, we can exaggerate this sort of even further. Let's have a look up here. So we have got our circle to begin with. This time we're going really big, sort of with the lower jaw. Again, we've got our big ears out there, and then this line here is what we're using as a guide for our nose, our nostrils. So if you want to do a nose that has a little bit more of a lump at the top, look, you can do, that's fine. It's important to have this big long line down there. So this bit between your nose and your mouth on a monkey, on a chimp, is pretty big. Let's go for a different mouth on this one. Give him some big lips. There you go. Big mouth on there. Again, we want our eyes kind of nice and wide. You can play about with different expressions once you've kind of got this basic shape right. But when you're starting off, this is the key to getting that kind of the look of the monkey. Remember, you want to be coming around the eyes, around the cheeks there, and then using a little bit of the ear to also get a bit of hair up on there as well. Got big ears in there. Again, let's keep the ears nice and simple for now. Again, in another session, I will show you how to do slightly more realistic ears. But just for now, keep them as simple as possible. Let's keep that jaw nice and wide. Give this guy a little bit of a beard, a bit of an older chimp. There we go. And then once you get that shading in there, you'll be able to see what a difference that makes and how your chimpanzee character just sort of comes to life a little bit. You can use the same sort of basic idea. So I'm getting tangled up in headphone wires. You can use the same basic idea to do a slightly more sort of angry, aggressive looking gorilla. So you have your circular head there. You've got the bottom part of the face there, and again we're using that line to show us where the nostrils are going. I'm making the nose a little bit bigger on this one there. Yeah. Again, the line between the nose, top lip, just on there. This time, let's give him some really sort of angry looking eyes, and we want this brow to be really thick and heavy. So we're going to thicken that brow up there. Put your eyes in underneath here. It's peering out from under that big heavy brow. And then this bit is our top of the head. Now with a gorilla, you want smaller ears. They don't have these big ears that chimps have. And this time we're also going to let's go for a big kind of snarling mouth. So this guy's kind of angry. And then we want to toughen up this jawline, make it all a little bit bigger. But this area where your hair is coming in is exactly the same. You want it right the way down to the brow, down the side of the cheeks a little bit. And then, as this is a gorilla, big heavy shoulders, no neck. Just kind of bring the shoulders up right from up here, coming downwards. So the bigger, more muscular your character is, so higher and wider the shoulders go. Quickly shade that in, and you got a big, angry looking gorilla. And that's kind of the basic principle for drawing these monkeys. Now once you've experimented with these, just switch across to another pencil. Once you've experimented with these, you can then obviously start looking at the body. So let's very quickly draw a little monkey in here. So I want to keep this guy nice and friendly again. Big wide open eyes. Put the shape around the top of the head there. And then a little bit of shading over the top. And let's get the mouth in there. Okay, so you've got your basic sort of chimpanzee's head, and then your body. The thing to remember when you're drawing bodies for these guys is they're quite sort of short and squat, but they've got very long arms and very long legs. So if you're drawing a person, you've got quite a long body. A little chimp, quite a squat little body, but your arms can be nice and long. There you go, that one's just hidden behind. And legs that kind of go a bit sort of all over the place like this work really nicely. So let's just quickly go in there. And his big long arms, little tufts at the end for you to put your hands on. Again, in another lesson, if you check back through my old videos, I'll show you how to draw hands in quite a simple way. Let's just get some little toes in there. Toes. And then you've got your little hands. And a monkey's tail obviously is quite an important thing, and monkeys' tails can kind of go all over the place. Obviously really flexible, use them for climbing. So instead of like a cat's tail or something where it might just sort of swoop up, a nice sort of smooth curve, monkeys' tails can go a little bit mad. You have them sweeping behind your character, wrapping around things. Just quickly add some shading on there. But essentially you're doing the same thing with the body as you are when you're drawing a person. You're just making the body bit shorter, much more squat. Whereas with a person, the body would come kind of right sort of down here. And your legs and your arms, keep them nice and simple. Have them long, thin things that bend in the middle. And that's kind of enough, but keep them quite long. Keep them kind of quite sort of flowing and crazy, and then your monkey's going to get some sort of some real character to it. And that's it. That's your starting point for how you draw a cartoon monkey. So keep it nice and simple. Start with your circle, the bottom part of the face. Remember your big ears if it's a chimp. If you're going for a gorilla, switch them over to smaller ears. This line here is where you put in your nose, your nostrils. Remember, you've got a big, long journey down there to where the mouth is, whatever type of mouth you have on. And then the key to getting your monkey sort of character is the hairline, is a fur line. And it's that shape going around the eyes, coming down the side of the face slightly. Whatever hairstyle you like up there. But then in the case of a chimpanzee, it comes up slightly onto the ears as well. But that shape around the eyes and that shape around the side of the face, just down here, is the absolute key to getting your monkey character. And with the rest of it, you can play about. You can put hats on, you can put glasses on, you can do whatever you like. If you nail those bits, then the rest of it, you can just have fun. And that's it. So thank you for joining me again. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. I hope you've enjoyed all the lessons this week. I will be back again on Monday. Keep on sending us your pictures. It's been really nice seeing them. Keep on sharing the videos and liking them. All of the videos from this week will be going up on YouTube this weekend as well. So if you've not managed to catch them all, check out my YouTube channel. And I will see you all next week.